What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 returning a chance. Today's November 20th, 2023. I want to hop on and do a quick market watch. So I completely forgot the Valiant Smash to talk about Valiant Smashers on the market watch we did on, I think, Saturday or Sunday. So we're going to be talking about it today. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I was planning to go to a OTS championship at the locals, but I ended up going to get a new stove for my mom. So my weekend was kind of busy taking care of that. But yeah, on to the cards now. So Valiant Smashers, want to see what's holding up in price. So it looks like Arcler Christia, the quarter century rare, is at 121-ish. 40 listings on the market. Let's see what it's at. So 121, 122, 123, 123, 123. So under $125 for a quarter century rare Arcler Christia. Let me know how you guys feel about Arcler Christia being in the set. That was kind of random to me. I don't think it comes in any other rarity but Core Century in this set, so it's kind of random. Centurion Primera. Centurion Primera. This is a collector rare. It looks like it's around 113, 126. And Centurions have actually been doing pretty good this past weekend. I've seen a lot of them, a lot of Centurion builds topping OTS championship events, and there was a couple regionals too that top with Centurion. So be on the lookout for this deck. It actually did way better than I thought it was gonna do. I underestimated this deck's potential. But yeah, Centurion Trudea 118, Centurion Emeth 82. Looks like a lot of the core century and collector rare Centurion stuff is pretty expensive. 87 for Centurion Legatia. I think this is one you play 2 or 3 of. Let me know down below if you guys play the deck, how many of these you play. Memento Matician, $50. Memento Techulica, $50. Stand Up Centurion, $62. It sucks that we don't have pictures for these. Looks like TCGPlayer has been kind of lagging on posting up some of the pictures. Even with the rarity collection, some of them are still missing pictures. Yes, Centurion Legatia collector rare at $54. So the other one was quarter century rare. So not too much of a price. Oh, it's like a $30 price difference. Memento Dark Blade $37. Valmotica sale to $27.99. Domino Valmonica $37 for a collector rare. Valmonica the I can't pronounce that. Agathocacological voice $38. Memento Anguish at $27 for collector rare. And then Angelo Valmonica $26.99. So yeah, those are gonna be your, I guess, expensive collector rares or higher price stuff from the set. Do we have any ultra rares up there? No, it looks like the ultra rares and everything else is under the $30 mark, I want to say. So Emblem Oath, what is this? Is this a Centurion card? Okay, so it says place one Centurion monster from your deck in your spell or trap zone as a face of continuous spell for the rest of the turn. While you control that card or any card with the original name, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except Centurion monsters, and it lets you set a Centurion spell or trap directly from your decks. Okay, so this is kind of like a searcher, I guess, for the Centurion archetype. So it's at $30 right now. $32. Let me know down below if you guys think we should pick these up or if we should wait for the price to drop. Centurions are fairly new in the format, so it's gonna take some time for people to figure them out, just like with Rescue Ace and the Diabostar engine. It took some time for people to figure them out, but I think Centurions could be a good engine. But it's gonna take some time for players to figure out how to play against them. I think once they're figured out, they're gonna be a more of a balanced deck and not too overpowered. Because I feel like people don't know what they do at the moment, so that's probably why they did pretty good. But I could be wrong about that. They might just be a really, really good deck. Centurion Primera. This one says, while this card is on a continuous trap, while this card is a continuous trap level 5 or higher, Centurion monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Centurion Primera once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Centurion card from your deck to your hand. Also, this is a searcher, so that's why it's probably high up in price. This one's at 29 listings, $30, $31.66, $30.68, $31.75, $31, $31.99, and $31.99. So, yeah, it's pretty up there in price, like around the $30 price point. We have Honest, a collector, around $25. Maybe. Oh, and we have Dark Honest only at $13. That's pretty cheap. I don't know anyone who runs Dark Honest in their deck, but I mean, maybe it's kind of like one of those things you might want to pick up for like the future. You never know when this card might see meta play or something. But for $13, $14, it's not too bad. Maybe if you want to, if you're a collector, you might want to pick up a copy of Dark Honest and Honest before they head up even further in price. I don't know if it's gonna head up. I'm not really a collector, but in my opinion, it isn't too bad if you are a collector to have these in your folder for that cheap of a price. Centurion Trudea. This is the Pyro Monster and the Centurion archetype. This one's at 29 listings, $23.99, $23, $24.98, $24.99, and $24.99. So a lot of this Centurion stuff comes in ultra rare, so it's gonna be a pretty expensive deck. Kind of how like uh, Vanquish Soul was an expensive deck on release for quite a while. We have Centurion Legatio, 49 listings. Looks like it's $21, $22. Centurion Emmett looks like it's 10, 11, $12. So between 10 and 10 and $12. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty expensive deck if you guys do want to pick it up right now. Like I said, I'm not sure if they did good because they're a really good deck or if they did good because no one really knows how to play against them at the moment. So just be aware about that before picking this set up. I mean, these cards up. In my opinion, I think you guys should wait for the prices to drop. But that's just my opinion. Let me know down below how you guys feel if you guys are picking them up. The archetype I am interested in from this set is Mementos. So this might be one of those pickups from this set that I might be looking into. We have the ultra rare Memento Anguish around like $10 to $12. 59 listings on the market. I think this is the one that searches for the deck, so it might be a 3 of. If this card is normal special summon, you can add one Memento monster from your deck to your hand, except Memento Anguish. Okay, so it is the one that searches. So yeah, I might pick up the core just to see how it does. I know it might drop down in price too, but it's not as expensive as Centurion, so I'm not taking too much of a risk going in on them. I might just even end up playing them too. Memento Bone Party. This one says destroy one Memento monster from your hand or face up on the field. Take one Memento monster from your deck with a different name and either add it to your hand or special summon it in defense position. So it's pretty good too. It's another like searcher card or another. It lets you special summon from the deck. So yeah, 44 listings in the market, and it looks like these are around like $8 to $9, heading up to the $10 price point. I think it's pretty cheap, but we don't know if Mementos are gonna do anything this format. I think they have some more cards coming out in Phantom Nightmare, some more support for them coming out in Phantom Nightmare. So we'll see if they do anything then. Velmonica, this is their field spell, the Agate Holological Voice at $6. Velmonica Celta at $3.48. Memento Tecultica at three-ish, four-ish dollars. I think this is only a 1-0. That's why it's so cheap. So yeah, if you guys are gonna pick these up, it's gonna be like $30 for the Anguish playset plus like another $30 for the Memento board party. That's like $60. And with this one, it's gonna be like set. You could probably get like a set of these of what you need for like the expensive core for like under $70, which I think it's more reasonable than the Centurion core because that's gonna be expensive. Stand up Centurion at under $1, and everything else here is gonna be under $1. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys pulled from this set, what you guys are most excited for, and if we should pick up Memento cards or Centurion cards right now or wait for them to drop. Next cards we're gonna be looking at is gonna be Abomination's Prison. So I think I mentioned this already before, but it's starting to go up, pick up back up to the past the $20 mark. These were kind of under the $20 mark, but right now they've been doing pretty good, so they're starting to head back up. It looks like we have 31 listings for the Secret Rare, and the Secret Rare is back up to 22, 23, 24.58, 24.99, and 25.99. So yeah, they are starting to bounce back up. They had a high price point of like $40-ish, but right now they're starting to recover. People kind of put Unchained in like the back and went for Tears, and then Rescue Ace came out too. So Rescue Ace was dominating the format for a couple weeks, but Unchained continues to top like regionals and events. So people have realized that Unchained is still a good deck this format. So they're starting to. That's why the prices are starting to come back up. We have the ultra rares at 29 listings, 29.9, $21, 22, 22, 24.95, and $25. So yeah, if you guys are planning to pick up Unchained, that you are going to be spending a good amount of money on these three cards. I think the rest of the Unchained stuff is still kind of low on price, but the Abomination's Prison is going to be the most expensive card you're going to need for the deck. So yeah, Unchained Lord of Yama looks like it's around like $10ish, 10.50, 9.50, 10.70, 10.99, and going up to 12.18. But it's not as high as it was back when it was like running the format. But yeah, everything else seems to be like under $10. So the most expensive card is gonna be the Abomination's Prison. We have DD Wave High King Caesar. This is also a card in the Unchained strategy. It's not too expensive, but it is higher in price than it was before. It used to be like a $3-4 card, and since this is one of those cards that doesn't have a reprint, I know the other rank 8 DDD monster that Unchained uses did get a reprint, so that one went down in price. But this one didn't get a reprint, so right now it's at 25 listings. We have the cheapest one at $5. Then after that's gone, we hit $7.99, so basically $8, $8.41, $8.99, $9, $8.41, and $8.48. So yeah, these are heading up to almost a $10 price point. So if you are looking to pick up Unchained, you are going to need to play one or two of these. So yeah, just giving you that information and putting it out there. We have Diviner of Herald. So it looks like the Lightning Overdrive version, the Secret Rare, is up past its market price. This is the original version from, like I said, Lightning Overdrive. And these were at a low price point of like $10ish because they did get a reprint, the Prismatic Secret Rare print from the 10s. Right now we have these at 29 listings. We have them at $18.99, $19.99, $22.85, $22.95, $23.99, and $24. So I do know that Tier Elements uses Diviner of Herald to send one of the Ishizu cards to the graveyard. I know that Drytrons also use it as well, so that could be why it's going up. Maybe Drytrons are coming back into the format. But also, there's also been Gene Raider builds that have been using Diviner of Herald in their decks as well to get into a Baron. There's like a combo that you could use with Diviner of Herald with to go into a Baron pretty easily. So that might be another reason why Diviner of Herald has been going up in price. The Prismatic Secret Rares right now are at, let's see, the 68 listings. And we have them at $11.93, $11.99, $11.99, $11.50, and $12.59. So starting to climb up a little bit. These were at a low price point of like $8ish back in August, September. So yeah, they are starting to pick back up a little bit. And speaking about Gene Raiders, where is it at? Where is it at? I know I have Loptar in here somewhere. Is it this one? It might be this one. That's not it. I thought I put Loptar in here. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let me look up Loptar. We'll go back to those right now. Loptar. I think I mentioned Loptar actually last week too. But last week we still had a couple $5 copies on the market, and right now we have Loptar Shadow of Gene Raider bosses going low, even lower on listings and even higher in price. So like I said, well, on our last market watch, I did bring this up, and it was around like $5ish. Looks like we only have a couple cheap copies available, $4.99. That's basically $5.99 with shipping, $5.99 with shipping. Then after that, we hit $7.99, $8, $8.99, and $10. So they are starting to head up to the $10 price point, and we have one hitting $20 right here. On the first page, I did have a couple Loptar sell. Actually, I sold like 3 playsets already for $9 a copy, so they are selling around that $9 price point. Yeah, just be aware of that. So maybe that's why the Herald is going up too, because it's being used in Gene Raiders. But if you guys have any other idea why Herald might be going up in price, let me know down below. Sworzo Emergence, I guess this is a new one, right? Yeah, it looks like Magnificent Mavens, Burst of Destiny. Let's take a look at the original copy from Burst of Destiny first. This is the Ultra Rare. It's only at 24 listings, and we have it at $450. Then we hit $528, $450, $596, $512, $453, and $549. So it's starting to reach like the $5 to $6 price point. It was hitting a low price point of like $3.50, $4 back in August. But it looks like people are starting to pick these back up. Sforzo is one of those decks that's pretty consistent and easy to play. It might be splashable. Well, the Centurion package might be splashable in the Sforzo package, or maybe the Sforzo package might be splashable in the Centurions, but or vice versa. Let me know down below if that makes any sense, or if you guys seen any like Sforzo Centurions running around. But they're both synchro based, so that's why I'm making assumptions. We have the Magnificent Mavens Ultra Rare version at 41 listings. Looks like these are starting to head up as well. They were around like the $2-3 price point back in August, September. Now we have them at 497, 499, 441, 450, 470, and 599. So if you guys have some of these in bulk, I would go dig them out because they could go up even higher. Like I said, Torso is one of those consistent decks that can sneak up on you like at a regionals or something. It always sneaks up on me. At the nationals this year that I went to, I actually got eliminated on day 2 because I lost to Swordsell. So it's one of those decks that could just come and sneak up on you. So be on the lookout for Swordsell. Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. I just wanted to mention again, in case you guys haven't picked yours up yet. We have 76 listings on the market, so it is going lower on listings. I think last week we had over 80, and then the week before that we had like 100. But now it's at 76, so just be on the lookout for Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. It's a really good card. I think it could be played in every deck, or every deck should at least run one copy of these just in case. We have it at 1714, 1804, and then heading up to 1972, 1985. 1999, 1899, and then 1999. So slowly heading up to that $20 mark. I feel like this card in a couple months could be a $30 to $40 card. So don't wait until then to pick it up. Pick it up right now. Evozer Lars from Duelist Nexus. This is a secret rare. I feel like it's a good pickup as well. If you guys could pick this up for around like $3, I think you're in a good spot. 122 listings on the market, and right now we have them at 244, 245, 245. 249, 250, 256, 265, and 280. We do have some new dinosaur stuff that I think might be able to go into Evozer. I mean, the dinosaur stuff we have right now goes into Evozer Lars, but I think with the new support that's coming out, I think in January, it's in a Millennium something set, and I think it's coming out in January. So I think with that new support, Evozer Lars might go up in price because Dinosaur is going to go into this more easily. And this is a really good rank 6 monster. It's a generic rank 6 monster that can provide a negate. You don't have to just play it in dinos. So it says, while this card has material, your opponent cannot target it with monster effects. When your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card or just 1 material if this card's materials are reptile and or dinosaur. Then target one face of card your opponent controls, negate its effect until the end of this turn. So this is probably not going to get a reprint until next year's 10th, as it just came out this year. So I think it's a really good pickup. I could see this card hitting like the $7 to $8 price points. If you guys get them like around like $3-ish or $3 and under, I think it's a good investment. But let me know how you guys feel about Evozer Lars. IP Masquerena has gotten a couple reprints, but the alternative art hasn't got a reprint. It only has one printing from Maximum Gold, which a lot of people don't like, but it is at 73 listings. And we have this card at $5.90 right now, $5.93, $5.98, $5.99, $5, $6, $6.20, and $6. So yeah, just wanted you guys to be aware about that, because IP does come in a couple different rarities, but the alternative art only has this one printing. And it looks like it's starting to bounce a little bit up. And a lot of people, like I said, don't really like Premium Gold Rare, but they might like the fact that they're playing like a different version of IP Masquerena by choosing to play this one. So yeah, just be aware about that. I'm pretty sure this might get a reprint sometime next year or something, because I don't think they're just going to leave it as a Premium Gold Rare. They're probably going to print it as like a Ultra or Secret Rare, but we'll see what happens then. Super Heavy Samurai Protege Wakaushi is a card I wanted to take a look at because it caught my attention since I saw the graph going up. These were sitting like under $1 back in August after its release, and right now we have it kind of pushing up. We have 73 listings, so we have a good amount of listings on the market, but they're at $140, $148. Then we had $2, $206, $245 shipping, 249 with shipping, and then 271. So slowly pushing up to like the $3 mark. Let me know how you guys feel about Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakashi. I heard that some Centurion builds might be trying to incorporate the Super Heavy Samurai engine into their builds because it helps them get access into like synchros. I remember you used to be able to make like a quick Baron using the Super Heavy Samurai engine. I'm not sure if it's still possible to do that right now with the Link monster being gone, but you were able to do that, so they might be looking into ways to incorporate that into their synchro build. But there's also another tech that you could use for this. So with the Super Heavy Samurai engine, you could get access to a quick rank 4. I was actually using this. Well, I actually thought about using the Super Heavy Samurai engine to go into Dempsey, which is a rank 4 that lets you add a Fire Warrior monster to your hand. So I was using that in Vanquish Soul. I thought about using that in that engine in Vanquish Soul to be able to access the Raisin without committing to the normal summon first. But this is another tech that might be used or looked at this format for the Centurion builds. Inferno Flame Banshee from Age of Overlord. So this card is a generic rank 4 that you could probably access through the Super Heavy Samurai engine. It says you could attach one material from this card, take one Pyro monster from your deck, and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. So with this card, you could add the new Centurion. There's a Pyro Centurion that you could access. Go up. Why aren't you going up? Hold on. I know it's not too expensive. It's like a $20 one, not a $30 one. Is it this one? Trudeo. Okay, so with this Banshee, you could access Trudeo because it is a Pyro monster. So that might be one of the techs that the Super Heavy Samurai engine might use in their builds to be able to access the Trudeo. So right now, these are at 93 listings. We have it at 109, 195, 198, 199, 202, 209, and 110. So they haven't started to go up yet, but we'll see if the build starts incorporating this card, and maybe these will start heading up in price if people realize that they could do that with the Super Heavy Samurai engine. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch, though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.